My name is Harry, and I'm 20 years old. I have suffered with seasonal affective disorder since I was 18. When this particular time of year comes around, October, November, December period, I feel like all of a sudden I've got this cloud hanging over me, and everything is grey and miserable, and wherever I go, it's like that. And I'm desperate to blow that cloud away and to see the sun. And that's probably the best way for me to describe sad, personally, to me.
SAD is depression that gets worse around a particular season. People experiencing SAD can get any of the standard symptoms of depression, but they will either only happen during one part of the year or get significantly worse in one season. 29% of British adults experience symptoms of the condition during the winter months. Most people with SAD find life a bit harder at certain times of the year, but as with other forms of depression, some people find it almost impossible to live their normal life while affected by it.
I have friends and family who love this time of year and the build up to Christmas. They'll start preparing lists, decorations, parties and plans as early as October, but if I was to think about starting a project to organise anything like that, I simply couldn't. I just want to hibernate. Like I said, the cloud of grey comes and I just want to pull the covers over my head and say, wake me up when this is over. That's how I feel. I just started a new job at a bar in Manchester in October, and I found it a real struggle to get up in the morning, as well as a struggle to go to work in the evenings. I could only just about cope with the day-to-day basics, and that's when I realised something wasn't right. Before I realised I was suffering with SAD, I just thought I was feeling a bit, down and anxious. I thought, well, everyone feels like this sometimes, and it would soon pass. But after a while, when the nights started to get darker, so did my mood. Christmas lights were getting turned on and the German markets started to open, and all my mates were going out to celebrate. And I look around and I just felt like I just wanted to stay in my room. I wanted to shut the door, get into bed and not get out. At the time I felt like I was on a carousel that was never going to stop turning. I eventually went to the doctors and got some advice and help. I was diagnosed with clinical depression as well as SAD. However, years later the night started to draw in again. The Christmas lights went up and that feeling with the cloud and the rain came around once again. If anything, it was a lot worse this time around. I would say it was like a storm rather than a shower. It hit me a lot harder. I'd shut down completely and isolate myself from everyone. Even on Christmas Day, I came down to eat and then went back to my room. I found it really difficult to be around people and the joy of celebration. There's something inside my brain that really struggles with to cope with it. So now, every time the nights start to draw in and it starts to come to the end of October, when the clocks change, I realise that there's a great likelihood that this is going to happen once again. Therefore, I put actions in place. Not so I can stop it, because it's a part of me, but so that I can cope and deal with it a lot better than when it does happen. Don't get me wrong, I still get blue during these short days of winter. But the kind of things that help me deal with SAD are doing some exercise as well as going for walks in the daylight, even if it's a short walk. Being out in the daytime is always lifting my mood. The other thing I've found that really helps is playing the guitar. I play every day and I find it rather therapeutic. It helps me relax and just makes me feel a lot better.